Hello, it's Jay here at Ancient Art Second Colony. I just wanted to show these pieces that Ray sent over from the Frog Pond School. This is the second batch he sent me. The first batch he sent me had drawings of them, and he labeled what tools they were and what was on them for images. The second batch didn't come with any descriptions, so this is kind of what I came up with for a lot of these. I'm just going to go over basically some images, like this image here with the open mouth man, and when it flips, it becomes the open mouth bird with the wing. But a lot of these are the same kinds of tools, and then some of them are different types of tools. This one here is a different type of stone even. Looks like it was used for sharpening or smoothing down like fine sandpaper, either stone polishing or like arrow polishing, sharpening something. So this one is really unique looking. If you see the shape of it, you'd be like, wow, that's really not an everyday shape. So I picked it up for ergonomics, and I came to the conclusion that it's a multi-purpose tool, similar to these two here, but a completely different style. It's held like this in one hand for pecking. That's the pecking edge right there, pecking the stone. And if you go in a line, then you flip the stone over and you use this edge to smooth out the line. And then instead of a pecking line, you have more of a smooth line. And then as that gets deeper, you can stick wedges in there and break off a tool. So this is a very interesting piece, and just how they knew how to cut. There's even like a right angle in there, almost. And but they must have knew exactly how they wanted to hold certain tools to make it easier for them, and just to flip it around like that and have it be another tool that adds to the same process if you were trying to get a line in the stone. Now these other two are the same way. They're just other types. It's another style of holding and carving the stones. This one here is held like this, and that's the pecking. The tip is for pecking, and this part here is for smoothing out the line. You get me on that? So you don't have to flip it. This might be for something else, like stripping bark off a branch, or possibly even something else. But that's how this tool works. You hold it in this hand, your right hand. Most people are righties, so that's their pecking hand. And with this tool, now we're going to come over to this tool, which you look at and you're like, oh yeah, it's a heart, and it kind of makes a couple figures and faces and animals and mammoths and stuff. It's a nice heart. But when you go to hold it and figure out, all right, well, what was it used for, right? It fits very nice like this, and now we see an edge right here and a pecking spot right here. like this tool here, the edge here, and the pecking spot here. And it's held the same way as this tool. It's just a different shape, a different design, different motifs, different memes and characters, or they're portrayed in a different way. So that's what I believe this piece was for, pecking. Say if you wanted to peck out a line and then smooth it out to get a nice smooth line. Alright. This piece here took me a minute, but I figured out that it's I believe it's a left-handed, one-handed draw knife to pull towards you, and that would be for cutting wood probably, or peeling stuff off a bone, bark from a tree. So that's a smaller one-handed draw knife, I believe, and that's basically single purpose, and you can see the finely napped edge, and how they made the cuts, almost a right angle cut in here to get the tool. And of course these will have images on them as well. And it looks darker up here, so this might be hand oil or something from use, from holding it right there and getting bark and sap on you as you're using it. Might make it turn a little darker in those areas where your fingers are moving around just a little bit more. And the rest of the stone, you see that? How that works. And then this one here, like I said, I think was kind of like an abrasion tool for sanding, something like this. Or something like this for polish, fine polishing. This stone's a lot harder. It's more like it's like almost like a quartzite. And then I was looking at it like this. I saw the back of it, and then I saw the basic shape of it, and then the front of it looked like it was filed down kind of to a point. So maybe it was also like a chisel. I find a lot of like chisels around my area too that are like this shape, that they would hit the back of it with a piece of wood, and it would be like a chisel. And then this has like some mammoths on it. It's got some human faces on it, and you can turn it, and it makes other human faces and other mammoths and other animals. It makes a bird up top, kind of wrapped around, and I think a snake down the bottom of that mammoth. It looks like a mammoth trunk coming down that turns into a snake. Speaking of that, this is from my collection. This isn't from Ray, but this is like a mammoth with like the snake trunk. You can see the mammoth eye there, the head here, and then the trunk coming down like that with the snake head. It almost looks like a brontosaurus or something like that. Or you could see it as that being the eye of the mammoth, and it's the trunk coming down like that, and then there's the tuft of the hair and the back coming down, almost like he's in the laying down position. Which I don't know if mammoths laid down. Must have. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know if they stood like horses or what, but I found that piece interesting and somewhat relatable to some of these pieces with how I see the mammoths in Ray's work over at his channel, or LJ Frog Pond School. So thank you guys for letting me share these stones with you, and thank you, Ray, again for sending them. I guess over there want some attention, huh? You want some attention? You hungry? You hungry, girl? Yeah. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.